The Galaxy S26 series is turning into one of Samsung's most confusing projects in recent years. Just when things seem to be going smoothly, reports suggest that the company has run into problems again. Samsung often goes through cycles where it complicates its own plans, and 2025 seems to be another one of those years. The upcoming Galaxy S26 lineup is reportedly stuck in confusion over its design, models, and launch schedule. The Galaxy S25 series had performed well, improving over the S24 and S23. Samsung had been doing the right things, listening to user feedback, improving camera quality, battery life, and software experience. Fans expected the Galaxy S26 to continue this success story. But instead, Samsung seems to be changing too much too fast, creating uncertainty instead of confidence. Among the S25 models, the Galaxy S25 Ultra was clearly the fan favorite. It sold the most units and received great reviews, while the Plus model didn't perform as well. Instead of trying to fix what went wrong with the Plus version, Samsung reportedly decided to shake up the entire lineup structure. Leaks suggested that Samsung planned to replace the regular S model with a Pro version and introduce a new Galaxy S26 Edge. At first, it sounded like a bold move, but as more details came out, it became clear that the plan might not make sense. Some reports said that the S26 Edge design looked more like Apple's rumored iPhone Air than Samsung's own previous Edge phones. This sparked discussions about whether Samsung was copying Apple or not, but in reality, what matters is whether customers actually want such a device. Thin and sleek phones may look stylish, but most users today prefer balance, solid battery life, good durability, and comfort in hand. Apple is already facing problems with its ultra-thin iPhone Air, and if Samsung follows that same path, it could end up repeating Apple's mistake. The S25 Edge already struggled in sales, so it's surprising that Samsung didn't learn from that before starting work on a new Edge model. This back and forth shows a bigger issue within the company: indecision. Samsung is known for being both incredibly innovative and strangely inconsistent at times. It pushes boundaries with foldable phones like the Galaxy Z Fold and Z Flip, but when it comes to its main flagship lineup, it often loses focus, according to insiders. Samsung has spent much of 2025 debating names, model structures, and marketing strategies instead of focusing on actual product development. That's why the Galaxy S26 series might face a delay, just like earlier reports suggested. The constant internal changes and cancellations, such as dropping the rumored Galaxy S26 Pro and S26 Edge, have wasted valuable time and resources. Some analysts are calling this whole situation a scheduled meltdown because it seems to happen every few years. Samsung starts strong and then overcomplicates its plans. However, the company has surprised everyone before. When it launched the Galaxy S25 as a late edition, it became one of Samsung's most popular phones ever. It's possible that Samsung could pull off another comeback with the S26 series if it gets back on track soon. But this time, the competition is tougher. Brands like Apple, Huawei, and Xiaomi are all improving quickly. In such a competitive market, even small mistakes can lead to major setbacks. Samsung can't afford confusion and delays if it wants to stay ahead. At the end of the day, the Galaxy S26 series shows both sides of Samsung's personality, a company that's capable of amazing innovation but sometimes struggles with focus. Whether the S26 becomes another success story or a disappointment will depend on how quickly Samsung can make clear decisions and stick to them. Right now, the Galaxy S26 launch feels uncertain. Fans are watching closely, hoping Samsung turns things around. If the company learns from its mistakes and simplifies its approach, the Galaxy S26 could still be a great flagship. But if it continues to change direction without a clear plan, it might end up being remembered not for innovation, but for confusion.